everybody. Dave Weiss here for the Glue Bomb Show. Well, today I've got a review on another one of these Hawk Bill Campbell designed model kits. This is from the Frantics line. This is steel Pluckers. And I'm relatively happy with the way it came out. Here they are. And you can get a good look at them there. And overall, I think it came out as a really nice build. I'm really happy with it. There were a couple issues, nothing major, but one of them is the feet on these characters. There's holes in the base, and I got to be honest, it took some work to get everything to line up just so. It was a little frustrating, but it all came together fairly well. I think they painted up really nicely. I tried to make them look as much like Bill Campbell's stuff as I could, although I must admit those little fine lines and plaid on the clothing got to be a little difficult for me, but it is what it is. That's more of a problem with the builder than with the build-e, you know. So anyway, overall, beautiful kit. Went together very nicely. I had a couple things that I did to help it out a little bit. One of those was the base. This base here is in two pieces, and there was no real connecting points between the two, so you can kind of see it under there. I just cut two pieces of sprue and just use those to make almost like a connecting point between the two. That seemed to work really well. It helped it to become a lot more stable. No complaints on this kit, other than, like I say, I had a little bit of a difficulty getting them to stand. Here's what I recommend doing. This worked for me anyway. Glue the pieces, the feet on. Basically, the instructions call upon you to glue everything together, and the last thing to go on is the feet. In the first couple steps, the hands go on a little bit later. And what I did was, after struggling to get those feet to line up with the holes, what I finally did was I glued them to the rest of the body using some of the good old-fashioned Testors red tube glue or orange tube glue, whichever you prefer. And then after I did that, I left them set up until that glue was kind of rubbery, that I could tweak those little, that they were connected, but I could still tweak the motion and movement a little bit to get that exactly where I needed to go. That seemed to work very well. My guys are a little closer than the guys are in the instruction sheet. They're actually leaning on each other, and that's good because this guy that's knock-kneed with the guitar, he was a little harder to get standing than the guy with the banjo. Overall, like I say, really fun kit, had a good time with it. Again, I tried to paint it pretty much to the design of Mr. Campbell's work. He's a great artist, was a great artist, and overall really enjoyed this. One thing I noticed, though, the guy that's on the box art is playing an electric guitar, and we have an acoustic on the player here that is playing the guitar. I got to be honest, that actually makes more sense with the banjo than the electric. However, I like to build these close as I can to the original art, so I would have preferred to have a solid body electric guitar on him, but I can't be too worried about that. And about the only other thing is I wish they would have molded strings onto it somehow, because it's too small for me to try to string these puppies. But anyway, overall, really nice kit. Went together really well. Basically what I did was my usual technique. I painted the parts, painted the characters in the base colors, did the striping and the line work on them, and then went back over it with some various different color washes. The flesh tones I did in a burnt sienna, the darker things in a burnt umber, the purple jacket I did in black. I also painted the hair black first and then covered it with burnt umber and wiped it all, most of it away. And that's how I came up with the hair tone that I used. Now, the only thing this needs yet is a clear coat, but I wanted to get this recorded. I've got a meeting tonight. I wanted to get recorded before I went. So anyway, I'll spray it with a clear coat. It'll look just fine. And I'm happy with the result. Hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please make sure you share it. Please subscribe at the bottom here and let other people know about us, okay? Again, Hawk's Kit, Bill Campbell's artwork. steel pluckers from the Frantics series. You can't get much more fun than this. So, about the only other thing that I'll whine about just a little bit is I really wanted to do a vignette with all these guys together, but these guys are way out of scale with the bongo player. He is like, he's sitting down is taller than these guys, so that's not going to work. But overall, really nice kit and a lot of fun. And remember, that's good because model building is supposed to be fun. That's all I got for you today. Have a great day. Bye.